Hello everyone, my name is SlytherinElf103 and welcome to my first ever video and the first episode of my brand new Minecraft series. Today, I'm starting Season 1 of Surviving Solo. I've been wanting to make videos for a few years now, but I just never had the courage to. Now that I do, I am very excited to start, so let's not waste any more time. I have this world all ready to go and I will show you what I've done. I have some very big plans for this world and a very specific build style planned as well, so I did put in a seed that I've researched and pasted in here already. Also, I've set the world difficulty to hard for reasons that we will get into later in the series. Disclaimer, I don't know anything about the world other than the location of the biome that we will be building in. Also, I'm using some minimal data packs on this world as well. Here are the ones I'm using, and they're all from vanillatweaks.net. More mob heads, player head drops, silence mobs, and wandering trades. None of them are game breaking, just a few simple ease of life mob packs and some mini blocks as well to make my builds more aesthetically pleasing. Also, I'm running the game through Fabric Loader because I'm using sodium and replay mod. Now that we have that out of the way, let's get going. While we're loading in, I also have some simple goals for this world as well. I want to collect every single CD, every single axolotl type, and I want maxed out boots of every enchantment. I also want every type of trident enchantment as well. Alright folks, we are in the world for the first time, and I did not know what biome I would spawn in, but I'm going to give you guys a hint. This is the biome that we will be building in. I'm going to let my frames get up a little bit before I start moving around so I don't lag out my computer. So I'll be back with you when everything loads in. Alright, all the chunks are loaded in now, so let's get started. I'm going to go collect a single tree, and what do we have here? Oh, we have a cave with iron and coal, so I'm going to make some basic wooden tools real quick, and then I will be over there to collect those resources. I'm going to get some basic tools right off the gate. Probably won't make every single tool, probably just a pickaxe to be honest, because there's iron right there and stone at our disposal, so I don't feel like we should be wasting wood for tools that we'll end up throwing away in the future. First coal of the season with a little bit of XP and Stone Age, so we're getting right along here. What am I doing? What am I doing? That is embarrassing. I thought I could place something on top of that so I could stop taking damage, but apparently it does not work like that. Oh, I hear some zombies, so I'm gonna try and get out of here quickly. Alright, so we're done with this cave for right now. I've got a decent amount of resources for the start. I am getting hungry and the sun is going down. So I grabbed all my stuff from the cave, and I did see a river down here at the start. So I'm going to go try and get some fish and not die to fall damage and starvation. So I came across this little cave right here, so I'm going to explore this. Alright, the sun is almost fully set, so I'm going to make myself an iron axe to defend myself. So I'm going to let that cook, and we might even stay the night in this cave right here. Okay guys, I've spent the night in this cave. I've got a little bit more resources than I did before, and the sun is slowly starting to rise. So I am going to be going down to this river and getting some food because my hunger situation has not gotten any better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself a little channel right here so I don't drown. So I think we might as well just start heading to the future base location at this point. I know the exact coordinates where we're setting up is -119, +305. So let's start headed over there with a little quick montage time lapse. Alright folks, we are here at the future base location. This is extremely exciting because I plan on building a huge winter village, castle, kingdom, all of it combined here on this river with boats and fish huts and libraries and houses and like I said, a castle. So I'm extremely excited to get started. My starter house will not come this episode because it's on the bigger end and I need to collect some different resources from different types of biomes to build what I want. But I do intend on building a little something so we don't die out in the open or die at all. I feel like a fisherman's hut could be a good idea. Not a starter house, but something to keep us inside because I do need to live off of fish, so I feel like it's pretty fitting. So yeah, I'll start, and there's a forest fire over there, so I'm gonna go put that out, and I'll meet you guys back with a time lapse. There you have it, folks, a completed fisherman's hut. Well, almost completed. It's lacking some detail work and stuff like that, and it's definitely lacking an interior, but all that will be coming soon, especially the lanterns. That stuff I can't afford right now, but yeah, like I said, it's lacking some detail, lacking lanterns, but you get the point. It's basically completed, and it will definitely house us until the starter base is done by next episode. And also too, I have some other work that I want to do to this peninsula here, do some landscaping. I want to get a wheat farm in and just make it more, you know, it seems like somebody's been here, you know, and not just this plopped up out of nowhere. I want to texture the grass, kind of make it a little bit more lit up through here so the snow will melt, and I can kind of texture it to like those other kind of dark and dirty colors to make it look like it's been lived in. So yeah, I'm not sure where any other builds are going yet, especially my starter build. I'll have to kind of map it out and see where I want that to go. But yeah, this is completed for now until I can get some lanterns and some more like detail-oriented stuff and like finish off some details with that. All the landscaping will come in the future. It's just right now I wanted to get a solid foundation to start on. Alright, like I said a second ago, I do want to get a wheat farm in, so I will be back when this wheat farm is completed. Alright, so I have a very ugly and very temporary wheat farm set up until I can get my starter base put up and have like a more pretty garden with wheat fields and stuff like that. Eventually I'm gonna do a farmhouse as well. Another goal I had for this episode is to have full iron gear, so I am indeed going to start a little mine back here. I think I have enough torches for what I want to do. So yeah, I'm gonna be grinding at this. Oh. Ooh. Glow squid. Am I gonna get one? I did. Grab this gold. Alright, so after that little expedition, we got a decent amount of resources. I just went to a cave just over that hill. It's kind of tucked in behind that pier right there. And we got almost a stack of iron and a bunch of other resources too, so we have plenty enough to make a full set of iron armor. Alright guys, I built a blast furnace, and now that most of my iron is smelted up, I'm going to make my first set of armor. And there we have it, our first set of armor of the world. It's going to be upgraded soon, don't worry. I also want to build a shield too, I almost forgot about this. Alright guys, now that I have full armor, I did a little bit of off-camera grinding for some dirt because I want to start mapping out where the builds are going to go for this base. I was doing some thinking, and I think I want to put the church over to the right maybe, and I would have the castle backed up to that mountain, the starter base over there. So I'm gonna start blocking those builds. I feel like this to start with the starter base would be a good idea because that is going to be our next build. Oh, I just found some sugarcane. Awesome. I didn't think sugarcane could spawn in this biome, so that is a huge plus. That means we don't have to go anywhere outside of this biome for a while until actually next episode because I need dark oak for my build. Alright. Even though it is a little bit far away, this is going to be a big build one day, so I'm thinking about putting this starter house right on this little peninsula here. Alright, so I'm thinking putting the starter house right here. There we have it. Now I'm thinking about putting the castle over there. I want to maybe start just on this side for right now because I want to use some expensive stuff for the castle. I think it'd make it look better. So starter house here. We could have the houses behind it. And we have this little peninsula here, so I don't know what to do with this. Maybe come back to that later. Ooh, that little like dip right there makes me want to use this as a mine. So I'll put the mine over in this because having that in a mountain would be super cool. And also too, we can start digging it out potentially next episode for some more gear. So we'll have the mine right here. And then the fishing village can start like right here, so we can do a ton of little fishing houses and boatyard because I feel like it'd be cool to do some boats as well. Did I spell that right? I believe so. All right, I think that's a good start. Head over here and maybe make a little start the wall right here maybe with an archway. And have it enter this part of the city with the church and marketplace maybe. Who knows? Oh, by the way, this dirt as the walls, that is 100% temporary and just kind of mapping out where things are going. So I think the church will go here because I would like to have a church in this build. And I think they're a neat thing to add to big city builds like this because this is going to be more of like a medieval kind of city. Alright, so I'm going to cut down one of these double wide trees that I planted off camera because I want to make a few more signs so we can mark out in a little bit more description of where builds are going to be going in the future. Alright, got some more wood for some signs, and also too it's just good to have logs anyway. So now that that's done, I'm going to make a few signs. If I can click on my crafting table the first time, make some more signs right here and go and mark out some more spots. Like I said, I'll put the church right there maybe because it's kind of like out on a pier right here, so I think it'd be a neat focal point in the future because I think churches just have a really cool look to them in cities like I'm going to be building. So I'll do the church there. I was looking over here. I think I'll do the castle on this wall maybe and have like the walls come out right here and maybe have a marketplace or like maybe the docks right here. Okay, so I was just wandering around, look about where I'm going to be placing builds, and I came across this, and I believe it is a dripstone cave, and a very, very big one as well. We'll definitely have to come back and explore this in the future episode, but for right now, I do not want to die to random skeletons, so I'm going to get out of here real quick because that's a creeper as well. Having dripstone here is actually really beneficial because I'm going to be using dripstone in a lot of the pathways that I'm going to be making in the future. So I think it's going to be really nice to have a dripstone cave right there. Maybe we could even do some farms down there potentially because it can be easily covered up. Because I really want to have like a medieval aesthetic. I don't want any farms being visible, so I'm pretty much going to put them all underground, and I think that cave right there will be a very good start. I also want to build a very big clock tower, and I kind of seen this hill right here, this natural hill, and I feel like this will be a perfect spot for it because you want the clock tower to be seen from all angles of the city, including the castle. So I'll put the clock tower right here. I think that'll be good. And also too, I've been kind of rambling on about the different kind of buildings I want, and I never really explained which ones I wanted. So I have a list of them here to my side that I'm going to read off so you guys kind of get an idea on what I want to build here. I apologize for the rant I'm about to go on, but I just kind of want you guys to know what I'm thinking as well. Alright, so I want my starter build over there, my starter house, the church, the clock tower. I would like a town hall with potential villagers. I want a central Christmas tree also. I think it would be really cool to have a tall spruce tree with like Christmas ornaments and stuff, and we can decorate it to different themes of like different times of year. I think it'd be super cool. Have a butcher and have villagers there as well. A farmhouse with our wheat fields. A library with villagers. I think that would be a really cool thing to add. A lumber yard, an armory, watchtower, border walls, and also some other like little finishing touches as well. So like bakeries. Not so finishing touches like the castle. I'd like to have little docks, fishing hut, obviously right here. Horse stables I think would be a cool idea. The mine, wolf statue I think would be super cool because I want to build the city around like wolves in wintertime. I think it just kind of fits. I have 2 Siberian Huskies, so I kind of want to have this place be after them a little bit because they love the snow. I want another portal, obviously. I want a water wheel house. I think that would be super cool and something I've never built before, so it'd be definitely a challenge. And finally, a forge where we can go get our netherite before we battle the wither or something. So I feel like a forge would be super cool. And basically, all builds that you could really combine into one cube base, all of those builds can be into one and more practical, but I want to have individual buildings for individual needs because I just like the aesthetic of it, and it's just more fun that way to have individual builds instead of just having lines of villagers or like lines of chests. I feel like it'd be cool to have different houses for different reasons and different allocations. I think it's super cool. Not as practical, obviously, but I really think it's just a cool thing to build, and definitely super fun and aesthetically pleasing. Also too, before the episode is out, I want to make a very temporary chest system because this is going to be a fishing hut with fishing villagers and have a little like fishing stores, but definitely not in this manner because I want it to be, like I said, I want to have like a whole aesthetic going of like, I guess you can call it realism, but this is just temporary for right now until we get the starter house built, because then we can kind of put all of the random bits and bobs in the starter house. It's going to be aesthetically pleasing too. It's just not have a specific allocation, kind of be like our all-in-one house, and then we'll work on individual buildings for more things that we don't have in the future. Alright, so I'm done with the air quotes chest system right now. It's, like I said, temporary. I've got the food here, the loot here, some blocks, the wood stuff and like smaller building details, and then mob drops and garden stuff right here. So I kind of have it organized for right now. Like I said, it's not going to be forever, just until we can get the starter build built over there. I'm very excited to show you guys what I've planned for that. I worked it up in a creative test world, and I'm very proud of what I built there. So yeah, I'm excited to show you guys. So like I showed you guys a second ago, the food stores and the loot stores. The loot isn't looking too bad, kind of pathetic. The food, well, we won't even talk about that. I don't have a single edible thing in the food chest right now. So I'm going to collect some fish and be back in a moment. Also too, if you guys were wondering, you probably know this, but torches keep ice melted in a certain radius, so that's why the dock is always melted in this pattern right here. Glitched blocks. That is so irritating. I swear, if that kills me one time, I am going to flip out. Okay, so every time I have the munchies, I just have to go under the water and kill salmon, and it is a pain because I can kill like one at a time and then have to come back up for the surface for air, so I decided to make a fishing pole. So I'm gonna sit here with a fishing pole for a while, listening to some music, and I'll be back with you guys once I have like probably over a stack of food because I don't want to have to worry about it for a while. Alright guys, I ended up doing a little bit of fishing, got over just a stack of salmon and cod combined. I ended up making my melted spot of ice a little bit larger because the fishing pole was just getting caught on ice and it was being annoying, so I made it a little bit wider here, and I'm thinking I'm gonna call it there for an episode today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to stay tuned on my channel for more to come. I have some pretty cool plans for this world. Until next time, stay safe and have a good one. Bye. Alright, so I'm editing the video right now, and I just realized how bad my keyboard sounds were throughout the whole video. Don't worry, I'm going to try and fix that for the next video. I apologize if that drove you crazy, because it certainly did while I was editing. Bye.